Hi everyone, here we are in Swansea. I apologise that you'll probably hear a lot of road noise on this introduction because whilst we are stood on something called the Roman Bridge, just over there is a 6-lane highway. Well, here we are in Swansea, and I'm stood on what is locally known as the Roman Bridge. But I understand it's not Roman. In fact, the first time this bridge comes into mention was in 1681, when His Majesty's surveyor pointed out that it was in poor repair, and much to the dismay of His Majesty's subjects. They then ordered that it be repaired, which the story goes, one half took 2 months, but because the border ran through the river, there was a dispute, so the other half took 5 years. But I suppose nothing changes. Planning and progress are just the same today. But we're going to have a little look around here. We've got the river. It's the Clyne River that runs underneath, but we're also near the point at which this enters the sea. So just across the highway there, we've got a beach. So if the river is too deep for mudlarking, then the beach should be fine for beachcombing. So come and join us on our adventure here in Swansea. Okay. Well, here's an interesting notice. Caroline and I have just been through the little gate over there, crossed over the bridge, come back to this side of the river, made our way along the path to find this notice, telling us it's a dangerous structure and to keep off. But this is not the entry. The entry is 20 feet that way, so perhaps someone should move the sign.
Oops. We've walked down the steps there, turned around, and look at that pretty bridge there. That's an amazing arch. Let's go have a look. It's stone on the top, but the arch is actually made of brick. If you go right under here, you can see.
High and narrow, isn't it?
Let's have a look in the water, see if there's anything in there. What do you think? Is that worth going in for?
Lots of bricks, but I can't see any names.
No.
If I could see a name, I'd jump in. Look there, they could be modern bricks.
Right, here's a way down. We're going to try and get down that rather big step.
Let me go down first. There we go.
Right, here we are down at the water. I don't know if there's anything in here. We really need to get in to check. So come on, pop your wellies on and in we go. Oh, it's a bit chilly. Aha, here's a wheel. Firmly embedded in the silt. Is it? No, it's coming up. Is that a bike wheel? Or something else? I think it's probably a bike wheel. See, there were spokes there. Something interesting to note here for anybody who's thinking about doing mudlarking, because I'm walking downstream, as I disturb all the mud and the sediment, it all washes down ahead of me, which means that I can't really see very well. So we need to be heading upstream. I just want to have a look at this, which I saw from the path. Oh. I think that's a hose off an engine. And there you can see all the sediment floating down that I've disturbed. Don't forget, shout if you see something. Oh, piece of metal. Ooh. Do you think that's a piece of an old sign, or the piece of an old tin, or something else? Oh, what's this here? Aha, is this a bottle? Let's have a look. Oh, it's a bottle. Let's have a look at that one. It's a slimy one. And it says something on there. There we go, that says pasteurised, 568. So it's a milk bottle. Now that has been in the water for quite a while. Can you see the way all this silty stuff is coming off?
Couldn't put that out for the milkman now.
No, I don't think he'd want that back somehow.
Is there anything living in it?
I think we'll pop that back in because it does seem to have some wildlife in it. There's something circular there. Let's have a look what it is. A plastic clip off some guttering or troughing. We'll take that home, pop it in the bin. Ooh, here's an old pipe. Very heavy. I think that's possibly come from being joined onto that pipe there. And it's very sedimenty and sludgy here. I can feel myself sinking, but only about 2 inches down into the mud, so I'm not too worried. You sinking? Oh, Phil's sinking into the mud.
Slowly sinking.
What is that? Let's have a look. Oh, it's been painted. It's cone shape and it's metal. What do you think that is? I wonder if that's... I don't know. Do you think that's of some sort of large shell? If you look inside, give it a wash.
If it's enamel, it's... I don't know, possibly. You'd think kitchen, wouldn't you, when you see it?
You would, but it's a weird shape.
Oh, it's heavy.
It is. No idea what that is. If you've got any ideas, let us know in the comments, please. Right, there are some trees along the way. Shall we get back out and go up there and around, or shall we try getting under the trees? Decisions. What do you think, Phil?
You try going under that side if you want.
Okay, here we go.
That's the better side.
There's something stuck in the wall here. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's a shame it's broken, but what does it say? It says Lee and Perrins, Worcester sauce. We pop that back into its hole so we haven't undermined the banking. Phil's getting very close to the top of his wellies.
And your wellies are shorter than mine, dear.
Yeah, I think we need to give up and go up on around.
It's a bit low there as well. See that one right there?
Right, we'll go up around on the path if we can get back up. See you in a minute. Now I'd like to know what that is down there. So if we can possibly get in.
What is where that?
There, see down? Something square.
You want me to jump down, isn't it?
Yes, because it's quite a jump.
It's a jump. Hang on now. I'll use my feet. Right, I'm down. Huh.
Okay, keep coming across. Right in front there.
Well, it looks like it could be a brick.
Ah, right.
There's writing on, but it looks like half a brick. I'll find out now. Ah, there, is it?
Yeah. Is it cold?
Oh, it's cold! That's very cold.
Oh, it's a bit of a brick, is it?
Bit of a brick, they haven't got writing on it.
Oh.
Oh, it has. Definitely something written on it. Tunnel?
Oh yes, looks like tunnel, doesn't it? Tunnel something. SW, which
Swansea.
is probably going to say Swansea.
Now we think that says Tunnel Swansea, and just a little bit of knowledge I picked up. Swansea comes from when the Vikings were here, because this place has been lived in for thousands of years. Quite nearby there's a burial mound from the Bronze Age, there's a hill fort from the Iron Age, and there's also a Roman villa on the Gower that they've excavated and found ruins of. But the Vikings, they had coins in 1140 with Swansea, which I think was Svenzi, if I remember rightly, but Caroline will put a little logo telling you I'm wrong, and that was in 1140. So that's where it got it from. Swansea, that's where it come from. We got Swansea today, and we've got half a brick. I'm going to look for the other half.
You look very short down there.
I feel very short down here. I think I'm sinking slowly as I'm talking to you. So it's time I moved on. I've seen one of those staple finds for every Mudlark.
Right, so is it a bowl, a shopping trolley?
It's over a foot deep, and I'm not reaching into that water without something. So if I can have your grabber.
Okay, grabby thingy, just a second. Ooh,
steady as you go.
All this ground is very uneven.
This is solid because there's a metal plate, and they've obviously held the banking back at some point. It's going now, but I don't think it's going to drop. Can you see it?
Let's have a look. Yes, I can see it.
There you go.
Can you grab it? That's the question.
There you go.
Hey, it's our usual ball. Tailor-made. Ooh.
What on earth is that?
Look at that. It's an old-fashioned either squeezy or I would say possibly a Domestos bottle. Wrong colour, but these lines around here remind me of the way the Domestos bottles used to be. I'm not sure.
2 bricks, and they got writing on them.
Right, what does it say on there?
I think they both say the same thing.
Right. At a guess, I'll say Swansea. Yes, that one says Swansea. And that one says Swansea. A pair of Swansea bricks.
There you go.
Phil now has to get up this very steep step.
Why is it getting down at my age is always easier than getting up?
It's true, I never even got down.
Yeah, I'm up.
Easy as that. Ta-da! Oh, a tape measure.
Take that home as well. I don't think that belongs here.
No.
Well, here we are as promised on the beach. We've just crossed the main road and we're on a beach here called Blackpill Bay or Blackpill Beach. And I understand that a lot of people believe that's linked to the name of the river, because although I said earlier it was the Clyde River, which it is, it was known locally, some say, others argue it was another brook, as the Blackpill. and they named the bay after it. And we will pass a little bit further down behind me where that river actually gets onto the beach. And of course, you can see behind me, after all those thousands of years of civilization, the city of Swansea is right there behind us. So let's go see what we can find now on the beach.
There are a lot of shells on this beach, mainly small ones. We always find this when we go to another country, as we're amazed at how big the shells are. We don't generally get very large shells here in Wales and here even in the UK. Well, on any of the beaches that we visited. So let's have a look, see what we can see. Now I know this here is a razor shell, a razor clam shell. You really have to be careful with these because they're quite sharp if they're sticking up and you haven't got anything on your feet. Look how tiny that is. This one is still joined. Isn't that gorgeous? And very lightweight. Oh, here's a brown one that's still joined too. Only just, but he is still joined. This one's got like a pink tinge to it. Oh, and it's still closed, so there's somebody in there. Right, we'll put them down carefully and then they can go back into the water then when the tide comes in. A very pretty, frilly looking oyster shell. Shells as far as the eye can see. And what a view to be seeing. This is the Mumbles area. Many people come to the Mumbles for holidays because it is renowned as a very beautiful place to come. Very popular with the Welsh, plus very popular with other people too. But I don't think this is natural. Natural things don't tend to have Sparko England written on them. It seems like a vintage bike handle. Rubber that has gone very hard. Sparko. What have you found?
Quite a large one. I guess a scallop, is
it?
It
is, isn't it? It's like an oyster shell. Yeah, but look at those lines. Nature's so beautiful, isn't it? A lump of oddly shaped driftwood. Sometimes you can see things in these. I suppose not. Do you think that looks like an eagle's head when the eagle's in flight with his neck extended? Yes, we'll call that the eagle in flight. This is the sort of thing we often find around here. A shell that used to be gorgeous but generally is battered to death. Somebody's been busy down here. We've got a little castle. Stick that in the top. There we go. Look at that. Here's some old dry seaweed. Oh look! Me telling you, we don't often get whole shells. If I turn to the sun, that one has survived. Now that is very rare for us to find. Well, this is a new experience for me. We've never been down on the beach at Mumbles, and although this shell is rather damaged, I think here's another undamaged one, which is really interesting. It just goes to show that just a few miles, the sort of beaches we go to, which are about 20 miles from here, never have these in anywhere near a decent condition. And look at that. That is really good. Aha, now there's a piece of glass. It's not perfectly sharp, but it's not perfectly smooth. So nobody's going to cut themselves on this, but it could do with a little bit longer in the sea. So I'm going to leave it here with all the pebbles and shells until it roughens off a bit more and somebody else can have the fun of it. This is the other side of the river leading down to the sea. It's flowing quite quickly here, so I don't know whether it will have carried much down or not. There's Phil in the distance. So I think we should go into the river here and see if we can see anything and see how far up we can go before it gets too deep. It's quite still around the corner, so I think it could be getting deep there. Alright, so if you haven't already, then pop your wellies on because we're going in. Lots of seashells, pebbles and stones. So lots of interesting natural things, but nothing unnatural, but nothing man-made as yet. But we keep looking. Ooh, it is getting deep already. We'll stick to the side here because we don't want to get stuck. What's this? Oh wow, that's quite a size. I thought it was just part of a sewer pipe. If I show you there. But it isn't, it's white ceramic, curved, on quite a thick bottom. I wonder what that was.
Just caught my eye, you see? See that there?
Oh, it's a fossil.
It definitely, it looks to have the effect of bark, doesn't it?
Yes.
Of a tree or something. I'll give it a wash, see if it looks in. I hate doing this before I've shown you in case it looks even worse after. No, it picks up the lines now, doesn't it?
Isn't that lovely? Oh, I like that. When you were washing it, I spotted this one here, which I think is probably another fossil. Let's just turn it into the light and you can see there seem to be some lines down there, so I think that's another fossil. Yes, in there, very clear to see.
I think I have a little bit more your weight. Is that
oh
like
no,
piece?
that's very interesting, but it's not as white as mine and not as thick on the bottom, so that's from a different piece.
Alright, there we go. Aha! I spotted something.
Oh look! Let's have a look what one it is. It's a bottle stopper, vulcanite. It's not a wartime one. Now the wartime ones had a dip in the top here, which meant you took a lot less materials to make them. So let's give it a swirl. There's something on it, but I can't see here. No, I think it's just a pattern.
Seems weird now because we left the river, crossed the road, went onto the beach, came underneath on the river again, and we're back on the river and we're picking up river parts. So strange, but fun.
Oh, I think I can see a bit of blue and white. Yes. Now it's not a very big piece, admittedly, but it is double-sided. If we turn into the sunshine, you can see there, and a little bit of blue there too. And while I was picking it up, I spotted this in a bit deeper. Is it plain or patterned? I can't tell. Oh, that's actually patterned. The coronation of King George VI, 1937. Aha, here's another piece. Oh, I wonder if that's part to go with the other piece I found. Let's have a look. Right, they're roughly the same depth. Oh yes, look! That's virtually a perfect fit other than there's a chip out there. Let's look inside. Aha! Piece of white with red on. Turn into the sunshine. Can you tell what that is? Let's put it in the sunshine. And there's the top with an interesting recognisable curve. And there's the bottom with a lump on. It's a piece of an old toilet seat. What's Phil found?
Ridged pottery.
Ridged pottery. Oh, we do like to find out ridged pottery. Makes us feel quite at home.
Go.
Can you spot the glass? Here it is. It's got words on it. Ali, so I say valley. Milk. So that's off an old milk bottle. Probably not that old because it's not that smooth. has Phil found? Is it exciting?
Rim.
Oh yes, the rim off a bowl, I would say.
But it shows we're still getting China, which I think has come out of the river, and we're a good way down on the beach now.
We are. If I show you,
the water's still flowing.
There's the bridge. This is the river, so let's keep looking.
Still carrying stuff, isn't it?
Oh, is that a wallet? Pop in and have a look for me. Let's have a look. Ooh. Somebody's wallet. Look. Oh, what's Phil found?
I found a modelling knife.
Right.
So I think we'll take that home. Get rid of it. A little bit of ceramic of some kind. I'm not sure. Possibly a tile off a very old bathroom, you know, like
Could
in
be,
the municipal top tile. And you're saying about ridge pottery. Well, there's the narrowest ridges I've ever seen.
Look at that.
And I'm not sure if on the inside it's coloured or whether it's just the algae.
I'd say algae. That way up then.
It's very nice though. Very nice algae, very nice algae.
Oh, it's part of an old mixing bowl. It's the white on the inside and the brown egg colour really of the outside. What's this? Ah no, that looks like, turn into the sunshine, that looks like the bottom of a hobnail boot. You can see there the edges of the nails coming through. And that's quite old then. Oh, and there's the rim of something. Give it a swill. That's the bottom of something terracotta. Probably was quite large. Turn to the sunshine again. Oh, look at that. The birds have been wandering around in the mud. Sticky, sloppy bird prints.
I think I may have just found our first decent piece of sea glass today.
Oh yes, let's have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nicely rounded. That is perfect. Let's take you into the sunshine.
There we go.
Very nice. It's our first piece of really decent sea glass.
We've come a long way down, but this could be where we're going to find the sea glass.
When
we were in St Ives, we found it all in one sort of area, so who knows? Could be, what's it Tom says? It's not thermodynamics.
Specific gravity, I think.
There we go, something like that. Anyway, he's the clever one. All I know is things similar end up in same sort of place.
Well, Phil's making lots of finds today.
Yeah. Look,
what is it this time?
Right next door to where the glass was. The glass was just there. Have a look at that.
Oh, that's pretty.
Bit of tile, is there?
I think it's a plate or a dish, possibly. Oh, it could be tile. I can't tell if there's a curve to it. There seems to be a slight curve. So it could be a plate or dish. It could be a tile. That's the rim off something, isn't it? Glazed inside, not glazed outside. I'd say that's probably a bread proving bowl from about 100, 150 years ago. That's my guess. What do you reckon? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? That is probably the biggest shell ever that we found like that. If that was continuing on, it would be a really decent size. The sand has changed into mud. So this is a real mudlark. It's not too deep though. I'm not worried we'll sink. Then again, you never know. I'll keep an eye on Phil. If he sinks, I'll turn back.
Another piece of rich pottery.
Oh, that's a big piece.
Wider ridges, isn't it? Much
yes.
wider.
Where we tend to do our mudlarking, which is up in the Welsh valleys, the lines and the ridges tend to be much closer together. Whenever we go out to the valleys, they tend to be further apart. Interesting. I don't know why. There's a brick here. Now there's nothing on it, so we won't worry about calling Phil to have a look. But if the brick has washed all the way down there, then obviously some things must still be coming that are lighter. So let's look here, give it an extra good inspection, see what we can find. Whoops, it's getting carried away, but I think it's got some blue on it. Oh yes, look. That's pretty. Another piece of pottery, plain or patterned? Plain. Oh yes, look at that for a lump of driftwood.
See how dark the wood is? It gives me that, it puts me in mind of what they call bog oak. The stuff that, because of the conditions it was in, sort of perishes in a different way. It doesn't rot. And this That's not rotten. It's solid. See? But it's still wood. I like the look of that. I'm not taking it home, but I think it looks nice. It's worthy of note.
Oh, this is worthy of note for me. If I can pick it up. It's plain and then it's patterned. Only a little bit, but more blue and white. And what's this? Plain or patterned? Oh, it's pretty. It's plain, but it's like scalloped. It's got ridges on it. Aha. Now that I would say is not medieval, not Stone Age or Iron Age. It's not even Viking. I think we'll take that home, put it in the bin.
Well, we've had a fantastic day today. I cannot believe after all the storms and snow that we've had recently, we're out in this glorious sunshine in this beautiful bay. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. And if you have, then please give us a thumbs up. And best of all, share it with your friends, because we want to take as many people as possible on our adventures as we go mudlarking and beachcombing around Wales and the UK and anywhere else. So, till next time, bye for now.